Hey, Aidan Booth here. I'm the founder of Omega Project, and I'm guessing that if you're watching this video, then you're probably trying to make a decision about whether or not the Omega Project is something that is right for you. So what I want to do in this video is walk you through the entire system, give you a full recap, share how it works, why it works so well, and why I believe it is the most incredible way to build a brand new online income stream that I've ever seen online. Okay, now, word of warning as we get started here, depending on when you're watching this, there may only be a few hours left. We are very close to closing the doors with Omega Project, and we've got no plans at all to open them up. So if you want to get into this, I urge you to get the information that you need out of this video and then secure your spot, because otherwise it could be too late. So what we're talking about here with the Omega Project is, in my opinion, the simplest way, the most streamlined way and fastest way to build a brand new online income stream. And what we've got is a combination of technology and a methodology that has been absolutely proven. It plain works. Now, the traditional model, or the core model, and where all this began, is with dropshipping, which is selling physical products online. Now, we have taken this and we have evolved it into something which is now fundamentally different. So if we just walk through the core model here to begin with, the way that this has traditionally worked is you would choose a niche, okay? You would then identify products to sell. You would set up a shop, you would buy inventory of the product, you would drive traffic in, you would make sales, and then you would rinse and repeat. Now, through these 7 steps, there were any number of things that could trip you up. It was a minefield. You had to sometimes buy inventory. You were sometimes very limited with the number of, or the types of products that you could sell. And it was a bit challenging, more than a bit challenging, because if you didn't get everything just right, you would probably get mediocre results at best. So it was limited. It was slow, more costly, more complex, and a lot of the time what we were doing over here was actually playing Russian roulette with regards to the products that we were choosing and the traffic that we were getting. We never knew if a product was going to turn into a home run product or not, and we didn't know what the traffic was going to be like, and we were very limited with the product selection in the first place because we were niching down and sort of boxing ourselves in. So what we do nowadays is we actually do the opposite. We're able to get going without selecting a niche or a market. We don't have to worry about that. It gives us a wide open playing field with regards to the products we can choose. We're able to get going without ever making any investment in inventory. We don't need to buy any inventory whatsoever until we've actually sold an item. We don't have all the headaches that we have traditionally had with suppliers. So we don't need to ask suppliers for approval. We also don't need business licenses or anything like that. We can hit the ground running and get runs on the board incredibly quickly, leveraging a mega shop, which I'll talk more about here shortly, and what I like to call magnetic traffic. Very, very high quality traffic using a unique source to get that traffic, okay? So the reason we've been able to do this is really because of breakthrough technology, which is called Vulcan. We've developed this from scratch, and we're able to do things with Vulcan that even a few months ago we thought were impossible. The reason Vulcan is so powerful is because it sucks in a lot of information from the largest websites in the world, the likes of Amazon, eBay, Walmart, AliExpress, and many, many others. And we're able to use this information to make data-driven decisions in a way unlike we could ever do before. So we know what the best-selling products are. They're all inside of Vulcan, over 300,000 of them. We're able to see the trends, the sales velocity, and much, much more. But it doesn't stop there, because we're able to then marry that up with a supplier for either the identical product or a very similar product, which we can then zap straight into our shop in a matter of seconds, okay? So the result that we get from doing this is something that is streamlined, it's fast, it's simple, and it's predictable. But how does it all work? This here is a representation of the journey that we go through, which is really could be broken down to just 4 key steps. The first thing that you need is a shop, and we've got something called the ShopX Launchpad, which allows you to install that at the blink of an eye and get it up and running, configured the right way at the push of a button. I'll talk more about this shortly. The shop is actually powered on Shopify for a number of reasons, which I'll also get into when we get up to talking about some of the components, but it makes it streamlined and simple, and we can bypass many of the potential pitfalls that we've had in the past. So you get your shop up, okay? The next thing that you need are products, but not just products, you also need suppliers, and you need to be able to get them into the shop. And that is where Vulcan comes into its own. Because inside of Vulcan, as I was mentioning a moment ago, we've got access to hundreds of thousands of the best-selling products on the web, period. We know they're the best-selling products. We've got that data from the likes of Amazon, eBay, Walmart, and others. So we know for a fact that these are indeed the best-selling products on the web. What we can then do inside of Vulcan is identify suppliers for those products, and not just any suppliers, but suppliers that we are able to access and use and purchase from at the click of a button without needing to go down this path of getting approvals, business certificates, resale certificates, or anything like that. We can bypass all of that, and then we can use incredible AI technology to completely customize a listing for that product and zap it into our shop. Now, I've been able to do this, and I can do it in under 2 minutes, okay? The whole process of finding a product, finding a supplier, creating a listing, zapping it into our shop, all in under 2 minutes. And remember, we don't need to buy any inventory up front. So if I wanted to, I could have hundreds of products in all kinds of different categories in my shop that is powered by the ShopX Launchpad, and the products are sucked in there, zapped in there, identified and found and put in there using Vulcan. Now, once that is set up, we've got the mega shop set up. The next thing that we need to do is to get visitors, and we've been able to do this very effectively using the shopping platforms. The shopping platforms allow us to get exposure at the very top of the likes of Google, even above the organic listings. So this is where you'll see sometimes advertisements for physical products appearing. So if you're looking for a dehumidifier for the basement and you type in Google, you'll likely find at the very top there are physical products there, dehumidifiers for basements, and that is where we can get our visitors. So the reason that this is important, and I'm going into a little bit more detail here, is because the visitors that we get come to us and they want to find out about the products. This is not interruption-driven traffic. This is not an ad that appears on social media. This is traffic that is are people seeking to buy what we are selling. And it is the simplest way and most effective way to get visitors that actually convert to buyers anywhere on the web today. And no one is using it. It is massively underutilized. So we get those visitors, they come into our shop, and then we convert them into customers. Now, this is the method that we've used, and we've seen incredible results with it. In fact, our #1 beta tester has done $1,654 per day on average in a 12-month period. His best day was $4,136. His best month was $53,754, and in that 12-month period, he did $582,459. It is absolutely phenomenal, and it works. So how can you get going with this? I now want to walk you through the different innovations, the different components that we've put together for the Omega project, okay? The first one is the master plan, and this is the recipe. This is 10 weeks where we're guiding you along module by module, week by week, and delivering what we have found to be the best way to get started with this. There's a members area. All of the training is inside the members area. There's also live training where we go on a workshop with you on a weekly basis and guide you through what needs to be done. Of course, you can do it at your own pace, but all of our best practices, everything that we've learned from 20 years of selling products online and building online businesses is rolled in to that master plan. The value there is enormous. So that's the first thing. The second thing that we have as one of the components of the Omega project are what we call the Genius Sessions. These are live sessions that we run a couple of times per week. You can think about them as sort of being like a mastermind session where you jump on a Zoom call with us and we go through what we're doing in our business at any given time. Maybe one day we are identifying products, maybe we're doing Q&A, maybe we are analyzing our sales. We could be doing anything, but we jump we invite you along to these, and we can share with you what we're doing, answer questions, we can put what you're doing under the microscope and just help you move forward. And we found that these have been incredibly effective over the years in other programs where we've done them. So you're going to get access to these throughout the 10 weeks. And you'll find out shortly how we're actually going to be extending the Genius sessions for an entire year as part of an added bonus that we've decided to put in there. Okay, so that's the second component. The third component is the ShopX Launchpad. Now the ShopX Launchpad is it's kind of like the glue for the system, if you like. It's where it layers on top of the infrastructure that Shopify provides us with and gives you a premium theme with all the bells and whistles, a lot of functionality, added functionality, I should say, customizations, and the perfect sort of optimization straight out of the gate. So you know that you're not going to fall into a trap and make a mistake because your shop isn't set up in the right way. That's what the ShopX Launchpad is all about, and it is included in this Omega project. You're going to get unlimited access to ShopX Launchpad. You can use it on as many shops as you want. You don't need many shops, you only need one. But if you wanted to use it, you could use it on as many shops as you wanted, and there's no additional cost for that or any of the other things that I'm sharing with you here. Okay, it is all completely push button and removes the guesswork. So that's another piece of technology that we've developed, which integrates seamlessly with Shopify. And on the note of Shopify, you can actually get started with Shopify for $1 per month for your first 3 months, and then $29 per month thereafter. So that's actually one of the reasons why we wanted to use Shopify, is because it was going to be more cost effective for people to be able to get started. Now, the fourth thing that I've got here is an absolute game changer, and I am, of course, talking about Vulcan. I've spoken about this a little bit already, but this is where you can identify products, you can identify suppliers, and you can zap them into your shop in a matter of seconds. It combines AI functionality with a whole range of different technology to make this happen, and it is fast. And it is a complete game changer, because without Vulcan, you'd be stuck finding products, you'd be stuck finding suppliers, and you'd be spending hours getting products listed on your shop. We don't have those problems anymore, because we are able to fast forward here what we're doing with the help of Vulcan. Now, the fifth component we've got here are the Power Packs, and these are other tools and apps that we've got built into the background, like the Velocity Hub, which is something that we use for building single product landing pages. We've got a logo creator, we've got a whole resource of over 2,000 domain names. So when you come in and you're choosing a domain name, if you need to choose one, you could choose one from that list. It's been pre-vetted, pre-selected, and you can just come and take your pick. So again, that's designed to make things more streamlined and simpler for you to get going with. Empire Builders is all about scaling. So this is dedicated training to help you get up and running as fast as humanly possible, and then scale. So there's typically 3 phases that we see people go through. We get them in and get them to make that first sale as quickly as possible. That's sort of like phase 1. The second phase would be making consistent sales. And then the third phase is where you can scale to the moon, put your foot on the gas. And that is what we're going to be focused on educating you about in number 6 there, which are the Empire Builders. Number 7 is all about traffic, targeted traffic, laser focused traffic, this magnetic traffic that is seeking out what you have. We use shopping platforms to get started with this, namely Google and Microsoft, but we also delve into the world of free traffic as well and show you how you can get free traffic coming in. In terms of budgets, you don't need a huge budget. I mean, you can set whatever you want as a budget. What I always recommend people to do is to start with a teeny trickle so you can see how the whole thing works. And you can do this for the price of a cup of coffee kind of a thing. You can get started with traffic on a budget of $5 per day. And then when you're comfortable, when you see how it all works, and you will see a flow, a trickle of traffic coming in, you'll then be able to scale up on your own terms at your own pace. And we guide you through absolutely everything there. It's all laid out, taking you through in baby steps. All of this is designed to be newbie friendly there, by the way, and we're helping you with it every step of the way. And that leads me on to number 8, which is support. We've got an incredible support team. I would say perhaps the best support team in the industry. There are multiple layers of support that we've got, so you can get expert guidance from coaches regardless of what day of the week it is. We've got support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can contact us via email, you can use the support desk, and I can guarantee you that we have been where you are going. Okay, we've been down this path, we've seen it, and we can help you. Now, in addition to all of these things, we've got a few extra bonuses as well. One of them is called Omega 1, which is more detailed training about an advanced strategy, which is creating these single product landing pages. Okay, so we're going to show you the technology that we use for that, why we would do it. This is a scaling strategy, by the way, which is where we take one of our home run products, like a winning product, and turn it into a single product landing page, which can help boost conversions. Another thing we've got there is Omega 365, and I mentioned this a moment ago. This is about where we are extending the Genius sessions for the duration of the entire year. So throughout 2025, we're going to be there with you. We're going to be continuing to encourage you, and we don't have an end date on any of our support, but these Genius sessions in particular are a lot of work for us. A lot of time and energy goes into them, and we're going to continue these on for the duration of 2025. So we're always going to be there for you. It's always going to be an additional touch point that you can come on to one of these Genius sessions, get questions answered, see what we're doing, and we're extending that for the duration of 2025. We've also got the Omega Mind, which is 70 mindset videos. These are all about how to transform your mind into what we call the millionaire mind and rewire the way that you think about things to ultimately encourage you and help you see more success. And all of these things are optional to go through. Everything is inside the members area, making it really easy for you to consume. We've also got a 2-day live event. So this is a virtual live event where we're going to have guest speakers. We're going to be going into hybrid traffic methodologies, different ways that you can apply the business and change the business when you're seeing that success, and much, much more. I don't know if you've ever been to an offline educational event, but these things can cost thousands of dollars. You're getting one that you can tune into, enjoy from the comfort of your own home, and super, super valuable. Another thing that we've got is a whole accountability system with badges, with gamification. Everything that we're putting into this is designed to help you see success. It is ultra comprehensive, and it is without doubt the masterpiece compared to anything that we've ever seen or done in the past. It is thorough, it's comprehensive, and we've left no stone unturned. But at the same time, we've made sure that you can use some of the accelerators that we've got in here, such as the ShopX Launchpad, such as Vulcan, such as the traffic solution, to really hit the ground running. And we anticipate that in the first couple of weeks, people are going to be able to be up and running, turning on the traffic, and the sales are always correlated to the traffic. So by nature of doing that, you could be getting sales in your first couple of weeks. And again, the objective is to build a brand new online income stream in 2025. And this is the best way to do it. If you want to do this though, if you want to come on and be a part of this, you need to make the decision, and you need to actually take action now, because we are very close to shutting all of this down. We would love to have you on the inside, but ultimately you need to take the decision to take the leap of faith. You are backed up by a 30-day, no questions asked money back guarantee. So you have complete peace of mind there. It doesn't matter if you send us a message 29 days and 23 hours from now after you've made your investment, asking or just saying that you want your money back, you've changed your mind. It's absolutely fine. I would just say congratulations, at least you came in and took it for a test drive. We want to give you peace of mind here. We don't want you to feel pressured or uncertain. I'm sure that you've got other questions that I'm not going to be able to answer right now because I don't know what the question is. But once you're on the inside, we can answer that. We've also got a support email address, support@omegaproject.com. If you've got any questions at all, send them in to us, but please be aware this is shutting down, and when it shuts down, no one else will be allowed in. Okay, we need to start the training, and when you get in, you'll be able to hit the ground running. I've got some early bird training in there waiting for you, and we will be doing the first live training in the next day or so. So make sure that you get in right now, take action. You've got the guarantee. It is completely backed up. This is, I think, the best thing that I've ever seen for the best process methodology that I've ever seen for building a brand new online income stream. And I would love to be able to help you, but you need to take the leap of faith. And I would encourage you, if you're thinking about this, what's the worst that could happen? You could come in, take it for a test drive, and if you decide that it's not for you, if you figure out that it's not for you, if it doesn't work for you, then you've got 30 days to change your mind. So you are completely backed up there. We would love to be a part of your journey. We're going to be encouraging you, motivating you, giving you lots of examples, case studies, the best training that we could possibly put together. But at the end of the day, you need to take the leap of faith, and I think hopefully you can see that this is ultra comprehensive, and we're putting you in a position where you can come in with complete peace of mind. So thank you for listening to this video here today. You'll be able to find out down below this video or somewhere around here what you need to do next if you want to secure your spot. We would love to have you with us, and I look forward to working with you on the inside.